Under President Biden and with your department's leadership, Mr. Secretary, we've seen an increase in the number of Americans with insurance coverage, a reduction in out-of-pocket costs, and lowering insurance and drug costs due to both strengthening and the growth of the Affordable Care Act. Our legislative agenda on the Democratic side, including the Inflation Reduction Act, is prevailing. Today, more than 40 million Americans owe their health coverage to the Affordable Care Act. That's how important this law is. Just last week, the other side tipped their hand on some of their health care ideas. More of the same, allowing insurers to discriminate against patients with pre-existing conditions, including diabetes, shifting costs onto patients, and promoting tax accounts that benefit the wealthy. All of this instead of bolstering a law that is not only widely popular, but also what consumers want and need. That agenda would raise health care costs for families across the country. On average, Americans with coverage through exchanges have saved $800 this year, thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act. And the other side would put those savings on the line, as we noted in this committee just recently. We still haven't seen a Republican budget plan. They want us to get to work on balancing a budget, but they won't show us their plan. Make no mistake, their proposals will have a hard time under the magnifying glass in standing up. They simply will punish the sick by making them foot higher bills. If going after workers isn't enough, many of these positions will go after seniors. One of the first bills to repeal the life-changing drug pricing provisions of the Inflation Reduction Act, they would remove the power to negotiate drug prices for Medicare, eliminating the cap on out-of-pocket costs and insulin. Had the insulin cap been in effect in 2020, more than 1.5 million Americans would have saved $500 that year, including free vaccines that will save the average American $70 as beneficiaries. I think we can agree they will attack family budgets through their plans. Finally, Mr. Secretary, let me take a note for a moment, by the way, to congratulate North Carolina on expanding Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act. A reminder that every child in Massachusetts has health insurance. 97% of the adults in Massachusetts have health insurance because of the ACA, and it polls regularly in the high 70 percentiles. But finally, you and I have spoken a number of times, Mr. Secretary, about surprise billing. Mr. Brady and I, the former ranking member, we know precisely what we intended with the language and the words that we chose. We have not only prevailed in this committee, we have prevailed on the floor of the House, on the floor of the Senate, and now in subsequent in court cases. I hope that these...
Hello, friends. I have a new stimulus update. Inflation relief checks is on the way for another state. And many people can expect to receive a fourth stimulus check this upcoming summer. But if the economy continues to decline, Congress may be forced to approve another round of federal relief payments. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, I will be announcing the 3 winners of yesterday's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway, so please stay tuned. If you'd like to enter next Friday's giveaway, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. Inflation-adjusted stimulus checks, or economic impact payments, are payments by the government to help U.S. citizens offset high costs in certain areas of their lives, such as food, transportation, energy, and healthcare expense. The first economic impact payment was issued under the CARES Act in March of 2020. In December of that year, an additional payment of up to $600 per adult was made under the Crisis-Related Tax Relief Act of 2020. The American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 provided a third economic impact payment of up to $1,400 per individual or $2,800 per couple. A fourth round of inflation-adjusted stimulus checks will be sent out in addition to the first 3 stimulus checks, which were sent between 2020 and March 2021. As part of the American Rescue Plan, all states have been given a combined total of $195 billion to help support their economic recovery. The states now have to decide how to use the money by the end of 2024. As for the fourth stimulus check release date, Many states have already rolled out the fourth round of inflation-adjusted federal stimulus checks. Millions of residents of 9 states have already received between $200 and $1,700. These states include California, Colorado, Idaho, Illinois, Maine, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and South Carolina. Arizona is providing stimulus payments of $2,000 to people who are going back to work as part of their Back to Work program. Governor Doug Ducey announced the Arizona's Back to Work program to help individuals transition from unemployment and return to the workforce. The program included return to work bonuses, education incentives, and child care assistance. So another round of relief will also be headed to the bank accounts of New Mexico residents. Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham signed off on the plan recently. Single tax filers will receive $500. Married couples, heads of households, and surviving spouses will receive $1,000. The plan is to send out those rebate checks by the end of this June. Economists are also looking at data in the housing market. According to new data released from Freddie Mac, home buyers benefited from another week of falling mortgage rates, with the average rate dropping for the 4th week in a row. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage averaged 6.28% in the week ending April 6. That is down from 6.32% the week before. 1 year ago, the 30-year fixed rate was only 4.72%. Sam Cater, Freddie Mac's chief economist, told CNN News, mortgage rates continue to trend down, entering the traditional spring home buying season. Unfortunately, those in the market to buy are facing a number of challenges, not the least of which is the low inventory of homes for sale, especially for aspiring first-time home buyers. The average mortgage rate is based on mortgage applications that Freddie Mac receives from thousands of lenders across the country. The survey includes only borrowers who put 20% down and have excellent credit. After hitting a high of 7.08% in 2022, rates started 2023 trending down. However, they climbed again in February after robust economic data suggested the Federal Reserve was not done in its battle to cool the U.S. economy and would likely continue hiking its benchmark lending rate. The Fed raised interest rates by a quarter point at its most recent policymaking meeting in an effort to continue to fight stubbornly high inflation, while also taking into account the risks to financial stability brought about by recent turmoil in the banking sector. The fallout from the banking meltdown may lead to potentially stricter lending requirements. More expensive, stricter lending helps to usher in the long-term health of the economy. But the downside is that borrowing for large purchases, including a home purchase, may be relatively more challenging in the short term. Mortgage rates tend to move within the 10-year Treasury yield, which ticked up this week, but the spread between the two had narrowed as mortgage rates have moved down. Well, my beautiful and my most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. To show my appreciation, I'll be doing Walmart gift card giveaways every single Friday. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. The 3 winners of yesterday's $75 Walmart gift card giveaway is Virgil Barrett, Shelly Zealous, and Dana Gant. Congratulations, my dear friends! To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or you could message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed Easter weekend.